yelling at you on the radio, "You're on fire, stop." The worst part for me was when I looked out the window and I already knew that he was burning inside at that moment.
My wildest dreams come true. We've got everything. Taking the car down. Moment of truth. Watch out for that sound. Right after it happened, I was hot and think my face is burned from sitting in the fire. At the end of the route, I smelled fuel, pulled over, and was suddenly hit by fire. I stopped and couldn't continue because I was in the fire. Thank you, DMP, for the quick and professional help, thanks to which we managed to save the car. The guys were 100% prepared. My glove is burned, a bit scorched. My new suit also got the sleeve a bit burned, but, well, that's how I start the season. The car's a mess. Let's clean it fast. Oh, all right, everyone. Behind me is the person who drove during that unlucky run. Hey, Derek!
Yeah, it was.
It was intense. He energized me.
He was firing me up, you know.
He was burning.
Listen, that was hardcore, right? When I first saw the fire, it was blazing. He's yelling through the headset, "You're on fire, stop." It was terrifying for me. I saw fire from the wheels, then the hood. The worst was seeing it through the window, knowing he was burning inside.
A massacre.
I just prayed he'd stop soon so I could grab the fire extinguisher and run.
You were probably yelling, "Get the fuck out," or something like that.
I barely remember. It was such an adrenaline rush. I dropped the fire extinguisher and thought, damn.
And man, really, thanks, because I saw you ran over with the fire extinguisher and helped me put it out. So man, really, huge thanks for your help.
Hardcore. Beautiful, beautiful, off to the barber.
And Madzia, since she doesn't know how to use a fire extinguisher.
I know how in theory, but in practice I might just make things worse and someone would have to save Tasiemski and me from disaster. I decided I'll grab my phone, which I know best, and record some backstage footage for you to see.
The point is, I can at least make some money from it, right? Thanks for that.
That's exactly what I thought about, because...
It's not that you wouldn't have picked up Madzia or that she was nosy, like people who record, instead of helping just to post something, she did it for me, so...
We're joking that the Kebab King burned down.
It was spicy kebab.
Lucas should confess something to you. That... he drove back to the starting point instead of getting out of the car.
Yes, I was sitting in those flames like an idiot, but I'll tell you, at some point I just blacked out because I had no oxygen. You know what I mean? Because the fire burns up the oxygen, right? And I want to get out, I grab the steering wheel, and I already feel like I'm about to pass out, you know? And somehow I fucking got out, and okay, that's it. So don't do what I did. Now I know for the future, screw the car, just get out of the car, even if you end up with burnt eyebrows.
It's just the trend.
Alright, listen, thanks again, and let's go. Alright guys, listen, as for the fire topic, we're wrapping it up in this video. In the next one, I'll try to show you the entire car rebuild process, the total costs, and most importantly, will we manage to get ready for the first round of Drift Open in Kieters, which is at the end of this month. And now we're getting the Nissan ready for the season, because some major changes have been made, a lot of money has been spent, and to show you how it all looked, let's go back to January of this year. Let's go. Hey guys, it's January 2nd and I've just arrived in Starogard to see my Nissan for the first time after a long break. I haven't seen it for about 2 months, a lot has changed, and I'm here to pick it up because I'm packing it up and heading to Ulstein to get it wrapped. Wow, look at these changes. It used to be a mess here before. Now it's beautifully done. They made a fortune off me. How's my Nissan look? But it's got a nice rear, huh? Funny, hey!
Hey, what do you mean, funny? The whole...
I really like that ass. Looks good. And watch out. Hey, you mixed up the exhaust holes.
Thanks for this. Someone made these parts for someone else.
Does the exhaust blow into the bumper? No, it's set further forward.
No, it's set further forward.
And it won't burn a hole in the bumper?
No.
I'm loading the car into the tow truck. Once it's wrapped and I come back here, it'll be waiting for the initial tuning. the ride's delivered. As usual, I'm in Alston. Hey there. I'm having flashbacks from 2 years ago when this rap was put on. Now we're starting a new chapter. I'm leaving the car with you. 3 days later. Ha! It's Sunday. 3 days later, I came to pick up the Nissan. I'm curious how it looks and how it presents itself in person. I don't know if the guys have already finished or if they're still working on it. It's time to show you my reaction to the complete makeover of my car. That's awesome. Oh wow, that black one is just sitting there? I can't believe I'm sitting here. Since this video is likely out after my car's premiere, I'm filming my reaction instead of the car. Just look at its current state for yourselves. My dear friends, since we'll probably be here for a few more hours, well then, what now? Time for a time lapse. She arrived! The fulfillment of my wet dreams. Finally, you won't have to shift like with a lever anymore. There will be a powerful sequential gearbox.
Hello, everyone.
I'll grab a screwdriver and remove the coffin to see inside. Before we take it to Sterogard, because I can't wait to touch it, and I want to compare it, measure it. Is it the same size? This is a stock BMW gearbox installed in the Nissan. I hope it will be plug and play with no cutting or welding needed. We'll see. Our wives feel the same way when a package from Zalando arrives.
So what? You'll try it on and return it if you don't like it.
Yes? No, look, a sarcophagus. Oh, Jesus.
They must have used good chemistry for this.
And why does it have such wrinkles?
Look, tape marks. Oh.
All right, now I know what it's for. Great.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, Jesus, I'm coming for the second time. And what if you combine it with this? Watch and learn, sir. Listen, this is my second mechanic this season. That's what education looks like now.
And it will be... work? This, yes, will be not very accurate.
It's just a rough estimate. 20 centimeters.
35.
You can put bells in here.
All right, my friends, so now we know that we have to make a new shaft. I'll take it and bring it to Dos Calvos. I've arrived in Storogard at Dos Calvos. The first surprise is that it's not a Nissan on the lift with the gearbox removed, so we have to fit it.
My fault, my very great fault.
That's the first surprise. The second surprise is that here, Wengers will tell you about a Czech movie.
I've never seen mechanisms like this before, but I'm curious about why this set seems incomplete. There's no connector between the gear lever or the selector and this control arm here, which is used for shifting gears, so we'll probably have to figure something out at Agroma. It's not the first time and it won't be the last. The C360 always gets the job done. I know that in Ursus they have parts for equipment somewhere over there.
Do they have sequential ones from the gearbook?
Yes, just say it's for the Czech sequence at Agroma. They already have the sets.
They already know what it's about? The point is that here the output was going to the selector, which means our selector would be in a non-central position, actually where the handbrake is in the car, but I want it to be in a central position. Now Wengers is checking if it's possible to turn it.
We could mount the selector in the middle, but it would need to stand like this.
Like that then?
And then you'd have to shift gears to the left or right, just like that, with a flick.
Hey, but maybe we could do it like that as the first ones.
Gearbox mount.
There it is.
The mount is already there.
Aha!
I'm sorry, but it needs to be moved a bit this way.
No, you just need to cut it to size.
It's good that you recently bought some extra Witterans so we can secure it properly right away.
At first I had the brilliant idea to shorten this shaft. But that's stupid because then I won't have any spare. I'm making a second shaft, so if this gearbox fails, we can quickly swap in the other set and I'll have a manual at the competition. You need to hit it with a hammer.
I would have done it like that if it weren't for you.
If it weren't for the camera.
If you weren't here, that would be everything, you know.
Fitted. We already assembled the chest here. We'll use this scale to compare the chest's weights. And now, my friends, we have the chest. The 6-speed diesel weighs 55 kilos. We'll weigh the DMA in a moment. And my friends, 52.5. That's the DMA's weight, so we've saved 2.5 kilos. The main thing is it isn't heavier. Alright, the next piece of the puzzle in preparing the Nissan for the season is the drive shaft. It's lying right in front of me. It's a brand new drive shaft. It looks like this. It's two-piece because in my car the output from the gearbox and the input to the winters aren't perfectly aligned. That's the same solution I've used so far, so it's been two-piece and there haven't been any issues with it. Besides, a lot of people think that a two-piece drive shaft with a flexible joint is better because it absorbs more loads and different stresses. Hello, Martin. Martin helped me a lot, just like he did with many other clients. Just so you know, I've been using this company's services for over 10 years now. I'm satisfied, and that's why I decided I want to show it to you, and above all, recommend it to you. Now, what's the deal with my shaft? Because I had the end of the shaft, the part that goes into the gearbox. That's the same. I had it from a 3-liter diesel from the E90. Is that part called the compensating section?
Yes, yes. Yes, here. This spline is where the shaft operates.
I have this part under the drill in my shaft as well as in this one. I have a BMW F07, which is the 5 Gran Turismo, something like that. That version, also with a 3-liter diesel. Listen, this was a shaft I bought for 150 zlotys from that 3-liter diesel.
In the version.
G-Tech, here you cut it, here you used your own pipes or whatever it's called, with a wall thickness of 3 millimeters, right?
Yes, here inside there are also inserts made so that the connection is quite solid. So there are inserts about 1 centimeter in each direction inside. Everything is centered, welded and balanced. It's the same on this side. This end was cut out and a cross piece inserted.
Immediately comes with a grease fitting, yes.
The cross piece has a grease fitting for lube.
In my last shaft, I tried the same solution and it didn't work, so I recommend it. The shaft structure is the same as mine, just shorter since my gearbox is longer. I want to show you another option, because this design is very cheap. 3 years in, the shaft in this car has had no issues. This shaft costs 900 zlotys plus service if we provide it.
Well, you know, it depends. It also depends on the scope of work.
With the parts I got, including the end piece and shaft, it cost about 300 zlotys. For 1200 zlotys, I now have a solid shaft, which usually costs much more. My tip, you can make one yourself or contact them. Thanks for your help.
Thanks, don't mention it.
And I'm going to keep working on my puzzle, which is the Nissan. Alright, we're in Starogard. Here is the boss of the powerful company Dos Calvos.
What does Dos Calvos mean now?
I don't know, you have to say it yourself.
Two bald guys.
So what? Racers, we're going in. To the garage. And by the powerful car is the powerful Vengos. Professor Vengos, welcome.
Hello, hello.
What did you do? I see a new mount under the old gearbox.
Simply so that you could swap the gearboxes, the new sequential one you have for this one, it had to be set up so that it mounts in the same place. That's why a new mount was made.
No, not just a new mount, but also the brackets for it so that you can actually do...
Mainly to fit the wider DMA.
You probably just saw it in this episode. There's a delicate little cradle and I hope it'll land there soon. And the shaft you just saw, the one we picked up from Kristan, will also fit nicely plug and play.
Let's hope so and stick to that.
Today we'll shift into first gear.
Yes, we have to believe.
In a few days on Monday, there's the pre-season DMP inspection and the sports car books will be issued. Also, Sebastian is responsible for my car and it will definitely pass the inspection.
It passed at Driftmasters, so it'll pass at DMP too.
Yes, and he's in the Inters there. He is. You just have to duck back there. On Friday, Gajiku will come for the final tuning, which you'll likely see in this episode soon.
I did it, so I know what you're supposed to be.
Uh-huh.
Go home already. Listen, I saw a really cool part in your video. And here you'll need to use this tool again to check a few elements. Lukasz, is this how you help?
Wagors really likes it when I help.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't understand. Why do I have to work with incompetent people? Because he's eating that pasta all the time. He's already on his third plate of pasta, right? Lukasz, you were supposed to share what happened.
Second, I'm not giving you food since you never shared. Only Wigors shared his meat dumplings with me once. He had 2. Didn't want them, so I ate both.
What are we checking? Are we putting the chest on like this?
We have to put the chest on like this. Now, putting on this long shaft, when there wasn't that bearing guide yet, it was easy because you could move it around, Now you can't do that anymore, right? That's exactly why we needed you, so you could do it.
You're grunting, guys. It's really tight in there.
It doesn't fit right now because it won't go in this time.
Is there any slack?
Yeah, there's some slack.
Besides, the guys could use a little more slack.
You feel it?
Come on, Lukasz, stop just sitting there doing nothing. You don't even have any rank there, right?
If not for me, they wouldn't have added that crate.
Good thing I came up with the idea to press the clutch.
What a genius!
As a result, the discs loosen and the shaft wasn't under tension.
Yes, just like you said, we're really lucky to have you.
Well, friends, it's 10 minutes later.
The next day?
It's a few hours later, but the gearbox is already in place. We just filled it with oil because some dummy...
What? Decided to put the fill port on top? Yes, on top. So this is a shitty design. And the devil. We're about to bolt the drive shaft, and I'll show you the premiere, and I hope we'll be able to shift into gear.
But I'm curious what that shifter looks like inside.
Well, no.
Listen, we've got everything. Lowering the car now, moment of truth. As Wengo said, will it explode? We'll see. Alright. The gear stick looks cool. Let's start this bastard up.
I wanted to put it in neutral, to check if it's a habit.
So what? Are we shifting?
I guess so.
Alright, I'm holding the brake. It's not working. Reverse? I put it in first gear. What's backwards? It's done backwards. How is it backwards? It is backwards. Gears up away from you and towards you down. No, that's good. No, it's not. Gears up. I'm thinking 1, 2, 3. No, where? You always have this. 1, 2, 3, 4. The gears are reversed. Those rods that Wengo's just switched caused everything to be in the opposite direction. You hit it with a mallet. Well, that's how it works. And now, I'm not going to drive with the windows, so I'll have to attach this net here at the back to the cage. I'll show you that later. And now, I'll also take care of replacing the fire extinguisher bottle, which is there and has lost its certification.
Tomorrow, the guys will likely change the oil in similar tasks.
We'll see each other on Friday when Greku arrives to connect the gearbox to the display and finally tune the car, and we'll see how much ignition advance we can give it. Friday's here, Greku has his powerful ESA good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Grzegorz Konopacki, impressive.
Powerful, big.
And what?
So I'm looking for a way to get those cables up because there's a lot of space. I'm checking whether to drill new holes or break through by the Liberock. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Did you actually move the exhaust to the other side?
Cut back.
I didn't believe it.
And because you want to transfer to BK,
Don't be so gullible.
Damn, I was about to seal up this hole. How many are we going to click, Grzechu?
just enough so it's safe for you so you don't break it too quickly.
And the standard answer?
Standard answer.
No. If it actually hits 750, I'll let it go.
Me too, for sure. I can promise you that.
We're not doing fireworks?
If the dyno shows 750, remember you have 750.
Exactly. Grzechu will click soon. Sixth measurement. Grzechu stabilized the fuel. Only ignition remains. It was 718 horsepower. If nothing changes, we'll leave it as is.
Exactly. If there's a reaction to ignition, we'll still act. If it's minimal, or if not, we'll quit.
But I'm curious, what kind of emotions are there? Now we're listening to how powerful Sebastian is braking. Listen to this sound.
That's not the pistons, it's fine.
And now I'm really, because I'd love to have at least those 750 horsepower, I'm super curious.
Yeah, I'm a little modesty. What times are these where those 500 horses from Urbeck and everyone is proud?
Now prayers to the new pope. What's his name? Leon something? Leon the 7th? Or maybe the 76th? Leon the professional? May he get a hiccup. So will there be anything? Damn. 730.
That's how we leave it.
So there's no potential.
It doesn't make sense. First of all, it's illogical, and second, it's just a 1.8 turbo. Are you really fighting over 20 horsepower? It's good and stable now. We have good fuel and ignition.
We'll take one more ignition.
Shut your mouth, Wansky.
The last one?
Don't do it, no. Don't do it, no. Listen, are you going to have a blast riding this? Do you believe me?
But what? Seriously, you can't do the other ones?
I don't want to. It's pointless for 20 horsepower.
All right, Mr. Grzegorz, we have 720.
9.2.
9.2. Torque, 730.
734.
Then it's a measurement error.
A smooth, consistent graph with steady torque to the end. So I think you'll be satisfied, even if you think it's missing that extra 1.5.
So what do you think? Is that real 730 horsepower enough for Drift Masters?
For Drift Masters, it depends on the round. On fast tracks like Spain and Riga, honestly, it's not enough right now. But for Poland, there's no problem here. That's plenty of power. There's a big reserve.
And now it's safe.
And it's safe, you know.
Because how much is it per pound?
We have around 14 to 15 degrees upstairs. Just remember, you have alcohol and relaxed pistons, so it's calm. Despite the sauna, the maximum measured was 35 degrees, showing the turbine works well. Hey, I'll tell you, I'm really, let's call it satisfied or even impressed with it. The price to quality ratio is amazing.
It's a big difference from Borg, right?
There isn't a huge difference.
But is there a price gap?
There is a price gap, so at this point,
3 or more than 3 times cheaper.
yes, if buying Borg is an option, I would still buy it. If we have a limited budget, this is the best option on the market.
Check out SMIC European Union. They've been my main partner for years. I have a lot from them here, almost the whole car. Since last year I had so many. I had their
640 horsepower.
So we have 90 more horsepower. I should feel it.
A 100% power curve. Last year. It's really, the chart is a fairy tale.